look at one of my customers. Look at her hair. Everything is cute. The lace is lacing. HD, baby hairs on fleek, all the stuff, curls, eating, all the stuff. Like, look at her. She's happy. She's smiling. Like, she feel cute, all the stuff. Y'all, let me tell y'all. Not even 4 hours later, this girl sends me this. Her wig is off. And I'm like, what just happened? Like, tell me your boyfriend is a hater without saying he's a hater. Why did her boyfriend snatch her wig off? Like, when did men become so sassy? Like, if you wanted a curly wig, all you have to do was get in with me. They're like $250. They're on sale. Literally, get in with me. You don't have to snatch your girlfriend's wig off. When did men become so sassy? This is like insane.
Rych Babes, let's talk about something that too many women are overlooking. Insecure men are unsafe. Not just emotionally, but mentally, spiritually, and sometimes even physically. A man who is insecure isn't just lacking confidence, he is dangerous to your peace, your self-worth, and your future. Because when a man doesn't feel secure in himself, he will do everything in his power to control, tear you down, or diminish the woman next to him. And I need you to recognize these red flags before you find yourself in a situation that drains you completely. So let's get right into it. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share.
Insecure men will always hurt the relationship in some way, shape, or form. They will always sabotage the relationship in some way, so don't even waste your time trying to earn their trust, thinking you can love them through it. Don't think, oh, they just never had the right woman and I am. Nah. Yeah, you are the right woman, but girl, he is not the right man. I know we all got some type of issue, but insecurity is one that you won't be able to work through because you are his trigger. Every time you try to love him, he's going to shit on it because he can't handle it. He will do nothing but bring out the worst in you. He will break your self-esteem down, even if you initially had high self-esteem. And forget about him having any accountability. Everything will always be your fault. And I hate to say it, but he may even be abusive. Physically, verbally, and or mentally, and even emotionally. When a man's insecurities and low self-esteem take over, it can become very, very dangerous. And there's a chance he will cheat on you too. He will, of course, always accuse you of cheating because he believes you are cheating. He's so afraid that you're going to hurt him that he will hurt you first. He can't control himself or his emotions, so he's going to try to control you. And it's probably true that a good man is probably deep down inside of him somewhere, and you may even see glimpses of that good man come out sometimes, and that gives you some sort of hope. But before you know it, you're years in and he's still the same and still breadcrumbing you.
Hey Rych Babes, it's Robin Milan and this is a Rich Girl's Glow Up. We talk a lot about leveling up, embracing self-love, and stepping into our power. But today, we're talking about who you need to be avoiding during your glow up journey. Because one of the biggest threats to a woman's success, peace, and happiness, an insecure man. And I'm not just talking about a little self-doubt. We all have that. I'm talking about the men who are so deeply insecure that they become a liability to everyone around them. These men are not safe for your heart, your mind, or even your future. And I'm going to break it down exactly why.
My husband is insecure.
Okay.
Probably because of his past trauma with women. He says he's been cheated on by all the women he's ever been with.
Every last one of them.
But not me.
I don't know that yet.
Okay. And so he has some control issues also.
Okay.
And so he wants me with him all the time. And I love it. I love being with him all the time. But I do work.
Yes.
I go to work from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. If I'm not at work, I'm with him. He thinks I'm from 8 to 5. He thinks I'm having sex, talking on the phone, being with a man all day long. Like 8 to 5, I'm just riding. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Wait.
Let's talk about insecure men.
A man is only insecure for one of the three reasons. Either he done slept with so many women in his past that have had boyfriends to the point that he's scared that karma gonna come back on him through somebody that he's in a relationship with or in love with, which is you. Or two, he cheating and he's scared that you out here doing him the way that he's secretly doing you. Guilty conscience. Or three, he just simply been cheated on in his past and he's scared that you're going to do the same. The worst part about dealing with a man that's insecure is they have a tendency to make you feel like that you up to something, even when you ain't. And when you a good, loyal female, that should do something different to your pride. Only time a man has a valid reason for being insecure is if you did something within a relationship to make him that way. Meaning he caught you cheating or talking to other men or being sneaky and he had actual facts. Not just an accusation or an assumption. You got one or two options. You either going to push him to heal and change, or you going to leave him alone. Because real love should not feel like a prison. You should not have to keep doing a time for a crime you did not commit. You should still be able to respect your relationship and live a comfortable life. And the fucked up part about it all is it be the men that be insecure that end up hurting a relationship. Because they spend so much time conjuring shit up in their head about you cheating that it pushes them to cheat. A motherfucker will spend so much time trying to get you back for some shit that you was never doing in the first place. My spirit, the way that I am, is too raw for you for me to let you even keep playing on my top, to think that I'm even that type of woman in the first place or that I would carry myself as such. So when it comes to an insecure man, I'm straight.
Sometimes when you're in a relationship with a man that's insecure and you're confident, you're going to disturb his spirit. Because if he isn't interested in learning from you, taking a few notes, eventually he's going to make you out to be a problem. And sometimes insecure guys will do that on purpose. They'll date these confident, progressive women and then try to make them less. And it's weird because they like the fact that you're great. They just don't want everybody else to know. So slowly you'll notice the compliments start to go away. The affection starts to turn off. You become more of a problem for the same things that you were loved for in the beginning. You used to like this about me. Now all of a sudden you got a problem with it. In fact, sometimes he'll even go to insulting you about it. And sometimes he'll try to make you feel like you're not enough. And you'll notice the shift from getting all of that love in the beginning to now all of a sudden it went from mutual to now I gotta work for it. Why do I have to work for the same love that I was getting in the beginning? I thought that was who you were. If you couldn't keep that same energy, then why did you waste my time in the first place? Why did you come around here advertising something that wasn't real, that you couldn't keep up with? What, did you sell me on the free trial? You shouldn't have to run behind nobody. You shouldn't have to feel like the same appreciation you got in the beginning now has to be worked for. This went from being a relationship to a job. Leave that at the 9 to 5. Look, the right man will uplift you. Your gifts and goals that you already have will be amplified. Two are supposed to be better than one. And here's a catch. If he really loved you and he knew he was a problem, he would let you go because he would know you deserve better.
I feel like the worst thing you could ever do as a beautiful woman is to date an insecure man. Girl, when I tell you that man will belittle you to the utmost degree. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they do that. But bro, they really try to make you seem as if you are nothing. Like, if your presence means nothing to them, like, and you could be so nice and sweet and loving to them, they will not care. They will literally ruin you. Trust me.
So let's get right into it. Why are insecure men unsafe? Girl, listen, they are very emotionally unstable. An insecure man is constantly battling with his own demons, okay? One day he's loving, the next he's cold. You never know what version of him you're going to be getting. And that kind of instability, no. This will keep you in a constant state of anxiety. These men need to have control to feel powerful. A confident man don't need to control you. He trusts you. But an insecure man, he feels powerless within himself. So he tries to control everything around him, including you. Where you going? Who you talk to? Why you dressed like that? Okay, so it's never about protecting you. It's about controlling you. A man who doesn't feel good enough will make sure you don't feel good enough either. Instead of building you up, he will definitely tear you down to keep you at his level. If you start glowing up, improving yourself or getting some attention, he will find ways to make you doubt yourself so you don't leave him behind. I remember a time when I had just had the baby and I was asking my, at that time, my husband to come home so I could get to the gym, so I can get in and get myself all cute again. And like, I remember one time he came home so late, like it was literally like the sun was going down, and he knows that I take walks in the neighborhood, and I didn't want, of course, I didn't want to be walking around in the dark. I mean, come on now. And like he came, I was so mad at that. And then but I guess what? I still got my ass up, and I said, fuck it, I'ma just, I said I'm gonna probably go to the gym down the street or something. That's what I said in my head. And as I'm walking out the door, this man said, "You never gonna lose that weight." I say, "Oh." Not my husband talking about something, I'm never going to lose that weight. The same weight that he put on me because I had his baby. I looked at him like, huh? Like, really, nigga? For real? And I said, you know what? Okay. You listen, do not tell me what I can't do, because I'm gonna prove you wrong every time. And that's exactly what I did. I not only went to the gym, but I also dropped like 50 pounds. And you know what? I feel like I need to be dropping another 50 pounds. I need just because, like, just remembering what he said when he said that. I said, you know what? Oh yeah, I dropped 50 pounds. Okay, I dropped down. And I'm gonna do that again because, you know, I've been eating good lately. Also, they will turn love into a competition. An insecure man is threatened by your success, your confidence, and your power. So instead of celebrating you, he will try to humble you. Instead of supporting you, he will compete with you. So, babe, you are not meant to be in competition with your man. You need a partner, not a rival, okay? And lastly, they will get defensive over everything. You cannot correct him, you can't give him no feedback, or even express how you feel without him getting angry, shutting down, or turning it into an argument. Oh my God, it's so stressful. Like, I can't. Instead of being emotionally mature, he becomes defensive, manipulative, or even aggressive. So watch out, ladies. And that's not safe for you at all. So please heed. If he is doing any of these things, you really need to reconsider, because if your glow up is about to be on point this year, maybe you need to exit stage left with this relationship.
An insecure man will never let you be happy. He's gonna always make you think that you're the problem. Big or small, there's always something wrong with what you're doing. He will blame you for just about every reason why the relationship is going left. He is not mature or adult enough to admit that he's a problem. He's always gonna make up some lame reason why something's going wrong between you. Do you really have to wear that outfit? Who are you dressing so nice for? I mean, you could go to the gym, but do you really need to? I don't know, I just feel like you're acting different. Like, when did you start going to the gym? Did you change the passcode on your phone? What do you think of sharing locations? I noticed you follow these guys. What's that about? And even after you make the tons of changes that he asks you to make, he's still gonna have a problem. He's just gonna keep adding more and more and more to the point that you have nothing left and you're just trapped in your house alone like Rapunzel. And the real reason is because it wasn't your fault to begin with. His insecurity lies within himself. And one of the problems is you're a great woman and he's too scared that other people are gonna see that. He doesn't think that he's good enough to keep your interest. This way, if he blocks you off from the world, and he blocks any potential interest from coming your direction, then there won't be any competition. And you'll think he's the best you could do. And a man who is not insecure will encourage you to be your best self, and to be happy and follow what makes you feel good, and not be scared at every turn. But it will never be good enough for an insecure man, because his insecurity lies within him and not you.
When a man hates himself, he punishes the woman who loves him. A man like this is insecure, jealous, controlling, and disloyal. And he seeks validation from other women because he doesn't value himself or what he has. No matter how good of a woman you are to him, he will destroy you until he chooses to heal. Because in his mind, he can't understand how you could ever love him when he doesn't even love himself. When a man hates himself, he punishes the woman who loves him. A man like this is insecure, jealous, controlling, and disloyal. And he seeks validation from other women because he doesn't value himself or what he has. No matter how good of a woman you are to him, he will destroy you until he chooses to heal. Because in his mind, he can't understand how you could ever love him when he doesn't even love himself. When a man hates himself, he punishes the woman who loves him. A man like this is insecure, jealous, controlling, and disloyal.
It's not working because he's not ready for a woman like you. Due to his insecurities, he won't be able to show up for a woman like you. Your wins will trigger his insecurities. Your success will trigger his insecurities. Your shine will trigger his insecurities. The attention you get will trigger his insecurities. Until a man reaches his own potential in life, he will be a grown man full of insecurities. Therefore, let him go. You will never get support from a man who is not supporting himself, because everything about you will trigger his insecurities. Be smart, act smart, choose wisely, Net Nation. And remember, I told you.
Now, babes, let's talk about how to recognize these men before you even get too deep, okay? So the red flag would be he constantly seeks validation. If he needs constant reassurance that he's good enough, attractive enough, or successful enough, he's not ready for a real relationship, okay? He makes some backhanded compliments about your looks or success. You got to pay attention to how he reacts when you feel good about yourself. Does he support you, or does he say things like, oh, you think you all that now, huh? Sound a little sassy. And he is jealous of other men, even when there's no reason to be. If he can't handle you getting attention, networking, or even just existing around other men, that's insecurity. That's not love. And I remember, like, back in the day when I used to be younger, okay? I used to think that would be like, oh, he loved me because he getting upset. No, this man got issues. This man got some issues, like, for real. A man may listen, okay. Oh my God, just that puppy love, for real. I can't. So he also makes fun of confident women, but praises the submissive ones. If he can't handle a woman with opinions or success or some standards, he's not strong enough. He's not a strong man, and he's weak as fuck, okay? He plays mind games instead of actually communicating. The silent treatment, passive-aggressive behaviors, and making you prove your loyalty. These are all manipulative tactics of an insecure man. Who got time for that shit? Who has time for that? Like, in our age at this moment, who has time? If you cannot communicate with me properly, then I'm sorry, you need to exit stage left. So now that we know what to look for, let's talk about how to protect yourself from these men and keep your energy safe. You got to stop ignoring the red flags. If something feels off, it is, okay? It is. Stop making excuses for his bad behavior. You do not need to be shrinking yourself to make him feel bigger. A real man will rise to meet you. An insecure man will try to dim your light. Stop dimming yourself for men who aren't even worth it. Like, for real, just ask yourself, would your higher self even be dating a man like that? I mean, I'm telling you, now that I look back, I'm like, I would have never given my ex-husband the time or day. Like, what? Oh my God. So So next is, like, you really need to learn and know your worth. You got to set them standards. Okay, it's better to be single and thriving than to be attached to a man to say, I got my man. Okay, but he actually is making you feel small as fuck. So it's time to raise your standards and stick to them, honey. You gotta distance yourself immediately. If you notice insecurity, listen. Insecurity is going to be turning into control, manipulation, or emotional instability. You need to leave. Don't wait for things to get better, because they won't. They won't get better, okay? It's a trick. Don't just leave. And make sure that you heal and focus on your own growth. Attracting better starts with becoming better. Working on your own confidence, your own self-worth, and your mindset so you never have to entertain an insecure man again. Rych Babes, the lesson today is so simple. An insecure man is not a safe man. Protect your peace, protect your glow, and choose wisely. If you're done settling for insecure men and ready to step into your power, drop a I choose me in the comments. I choose me. Drop it in the comments, okay? And if you need a blueprint to shift your mindset, set better standards, and attract the kind of life and love that you desire, make sure you sign up for the Rich Mindset Mastery course, okay? Jump on that wait list because it will be dropping, okay? I cannot wait until I am finished. And make sure that you get your $10 ebook, the Becoming Her ebook. It is now available on my website. All the links are in the description box below, and also the Becoming Her ebook is tagged in this video. So my lovelies, I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Until next time, Rych Babes, stay rich. Love you.